Coliseum. It's a whiteout, and it's Mark Sears, the second leading scorer in the conference at better than 20 points per game.
Great case for the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. You don't have many coaches that win 800 games, and he just passed that mark.
Agreed. First-time nominee for that honor. Great ball movement by Alabama, but a missed three by Ryland Griffin. Sears knocks it down.
Dalton Knecht. They call it hit. Instead of double, they call it the hit. But they're going to hit on him, and he passed out of it very well. But that shot fake of Vescovy is what made that shot.
Give and go, and the bucket for Estrada. Another assist for Nelson.
You guard Alabama. That opens up cutting lanes.
And an offensive foul. I think they got Jonas Aidoo for an illegal screen. Sub in for Alabama as freshman Sam Walters, good outside shooter. He's on Vescovy. Aaron Estrada right now is on Dalton Knecht. Ziegler finds Aidoo, who misses with the left hand, and down with a rebound, Nelson.
A great job by Nelson. He's going
to anybody in the country. It's obviously a very, very big part of the Nate Oates offensive scheme.
They want to get free throws, layups, plays at the rim, and open threes.
And so Mark Sears at the line. The foul, by the way, was a terrific player, but losing the services
per minute offensive rebounding is ridiculous. One of the best rates in the country.
Estrada, yes, the assist
to the defender and able to put it off the glass. And when you can counter with a drive and a hard finish like that, with that shooting ability, you're big time.
How about that dish from Davin Cosby Jr. to Nick Pringle? Cosby was fantastic in their win over Ole Miss against Alabama.
Now watch this Cosby drive. When you come over and two guys leap up in the air, just make him finish. The bodies of the players change. They're incredibly strong.
Ooh, and DeGrant, it's an out. They were down 14 at Ole Miss on Wednesday night with 5 minutes left in the first half, and they won by 15. So a 29-point swing. Pringle the lay-in off the dish from Griffin.
See, they are content to do it, and they're supporting Dalton Knecht.
Yeah, Rick Barnes said they embraced him immediately. Griffin a good look and hits it.
Boy, once the lid comes off for Alabama, they can score points in a hurry. The question is, can the Tide get stops? Rim.
Well, we mentioned Alabama is first in the nation in points per game. They're first in the nation in offensive efficiency per KenPom. They're 100th in the nation in defensive efficiency, though. Sears the bucket. You're going to win a lot of games when you're the best offensive team in the nation, but it's hard to have a deep, deep run unless the defense improves.
Yeah, great case for first team All-SEC, but also in the mix for player of the year. Like, he gets Meshack on his back. That's a Jalen Brunson type move. The strength that he shows, and Mark Sears shoots over 6 free throws a game. And coming into this game, he's made more threes on the season than Dalton Knecht. And you mentioned he's second in the league in scoring, just under 21 points a game. Dalton Knecht overall just under 21 points a game. But he's been more consistent with his numbers. Knecht will have like a 39-point game. Mark Sears had 35 in a game against Purdue, but you know, he is so efficient and consistent this year relative to last. He's just made a huge jump. What a player.
Also averages better than 4 assists per game, better than 4 rebounds per game, and almost 2 steals per game.
You got to see Alabama get a little grittier on the defensive end, because if they're made to play in the half court, it's advantage Tennessee.
Ziegler slip. Vescovy comes up with the loose ball.
And those are loose balls that Alabama has to come up with to win this game.
Pringle.
What a pass.
Cosby. Yes. The freshman from Richmond, Virginia, brings them within 6. 90% of his field goal attempts are threes. He made 5 of them Wednesday night at Ole Miss.
You don't see many big guys give up a dunk attempt for an open 3.
Vescovy, step back 3, not close. momentum seems to have swung in recent moments here inside Pullman Coliseum.
Well, Nick Pringle makes a great catch here, and then when he draws Vescovy in, just kicks it out to Davin Cosby for the wide open three, and Alabama starting to feel it. That's a Wimp Sanderson coat right there. Has to concentrate on Dalton Knecht, but they've got to shut down some of these other Volunteers, and they're giving up some easy buckets.
Pringle over the top and a chance for three. Tennessee has gone super small. Adu's got 2 fouls. Awaka's got 2 fouls. Estrella's gone back to the bench. They don't have a guy on the floor bigger than 6'6", Josiah Jordan-James.
That was just a lack of communication on the part of Tennessee. Ran a little flex cut low, and then Mark Sears came up and set a back screen on the.
It's really a 5-out offense right now for the Volunteers. There's no post player in the game.
Aaron Estrada on Dalton Knecht. Now they're bringing the double.
They want to make him get rid of it. Almost forced a backcourt violation.
Well, you have to stay down on these fakes. Vescovy, as good as there is in the country with shot fakes.
Gainey's three rattles out. Pringle another rebound.
And anytime there's a rebound, Alabama wants to get the ball down court quickly, run, and get something quick up.
Estrada trying to get by Knecht, got him in the air, and draws the foul. 9 o'clock Eastern, Tuesday night on ESPN, and back comes Bama.
And Alabama really wants to get some penetration so they can spray it off the help.
Good defense there by James. It winds up going to Cosby, corner three. I'll tell you, the freshman is not shy, is he? Gainey, wide open James. And now the Tide looking for the lead.
Alabama just keeps coming at you. Can't let him refuse that.
And message across to his players.
Got a switch now, so Mark Sears on Knecht.
Ziegler into the paint, somehow finds James. He's wide open.
That's just over help, and Alabama very fortunate. Now, you want to make Ziegler finish those around the rim, not draw 2 defenders and have a wide open 3-point shooter.
Jaron Stevenson with a corner three won't go. Alabama 5 for 16 from 3 in this game.
Good offensive rebound by Wagi there. Got an extra possession.
And they pay it off with a Mark Sears three.
Really important last 2.5 minutes here for Alabama playing at home. Can they get a couple of stops? And Rylan Griffin trying to top lock on Dalton Knecht.
Boy, tough shot over Griffin. It's way short.
Oh, that was really good defense by Rylan Griffin, making everything difficult for Knecht.
Estrada keeping the dribble alive. Off the glass, it's good, and it's down to 5.
He just would not be denied.
And an offensive foul on Dalton Knecht, number 2 on him.
By Wagi. And then here's Estrada on the drive. That's the second drive on the same possession. Then took it left. And I guess it was just a lowering of the shoulder to pick up that offensive foul in transition.
Gainey has been huge off the bench tonight. Lost it here, though. Good defense by Diabate to knock it away. Stevenson, yes. And they are right back in it. The freshman Jaron Stevenson from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, knocks down Alabama's 7th made 3 of the night, and they're back within 2.
try to stretch this out before halftime.
Wide open Ziegler. Can't hit the three. Tennessee has had some good looks on recent trips, has not been able to convert. Now Alabama can tie or take the lead. And a Tennessee foul. 2-year guard among them. And he's come back to his home state, a native of Muscle Shoals, Alabama. He's tied the game.
And the second most famous person from Muscle Shoals. You know who the first is, don't you?
You asked me this last year when we had them, and I can't remember. Who is
Reese Davis.
Oh! My apologies, Reese. A battle for the loose ball belongs to Tennessee. Rylan Griffin came that close to giving the Tide the lead. Ziegler finds Meshack. Gainey for three.
They want to get one shot here. There's no reason to hurry.
Estrada the floater. Alabama leads. And it's a 12-0 run for Alabama. Ziegler.
Short.
Way short. Gainey gets it off, but it won't go. And the Crimson Tide end the half on a 12-0 run and go into the locker room with the lead.
How well did Alabama handle the last 2 minutes 30 seconds when we thought it was important? 12-0 is how well.
Yeoman's work. Let's go to Jess Sims with Nate Oates.
Coach, 12-0 run to end the first half. What's going through your mind right now?
Yeah, I mean, we survived some foul trouble. It helped that Connect was out. We're able to play Aaron and Mark with 2 fouls and go on a run. We got to make some tough plays. They're winning all the 50-50 and loose balls. We had to do a better job of that. I felt like we did a better job after the timeout, and then we were able to go on a run.
How do you keep the momentum going in the second half?
Yeah, we got to make the tough plays. Like, we got to get loose balls, rebounds, make the tough plays. That's what they build their program on. We got to do a better job of that stuff.
Thanks, Coach.
Exactly what Jay talked about during the first half. We got a good one. Alabama up 2 on Tennessee in this heavyweight battle here in Tuscaloosa. Time now for the Jeep halftime report. Kevin Connors and Dallin Cuff.
Those shot fakes get defenders off the floor. You know he's going to do it, and he gets you to bite on it anyway.
Sears gets all the way to the glass, and it's a 4-point lead. That was.
When you show the ball, he takes it.
Stop and go, connect to Adu, and he has it taken away by Sears.
Just brought it down enough where the little guys could get to it.
Those darn little guys. Graham Nelson with a 3. And Alabama's lead grows to 6.
Instead of fighting over it, Vescovy took advantage of it.
Griffin right at Connect, and he lays it in.
Smart play by Griffin. When you've got Connect on you, attack him, make him guard you.
Walters as well.
And Pringle picked up, remember, those 3 fouls in the first half.
Awaka in for James for Tennessee. Estrada the 3. And what a player he is. Well traveled. St. Peter's, Oregon. The last 2 years with Hofstra, had a triple-double this week against Ole Miss, and he is having a great night.
You help off a little bit, you just kind of stun it, and all of a sudden Zakai Ziegler, you know, he's trying to protect. Great duck in.
Awaka, and Pringle got a piece of it. Sears. Estrada. Boy, that is 2 talented, savvy guards right there.
2 guys making plays on the floor off 2 feet. And how about that little fake by Estrada to get the defense to bite before he went up with that left hand? That's big time.
in the film room with Alabama head coach Nate Oates. And Nate, you have a different way of playing. For the layman watching Alabama, how would you describe how you want to play offensively?
We're trying to be the most efficient team we can be, and so we're trying to get efficient shots. So it's spread out, you know, the most efficient shots are free throw, second most efficient shots and at the rim, and then the next most efficient shots at catch and shoot three. So we want guys spaced to the 4-point line, stepping in for catch and shoot threes.
You know, you got in practice the most exercised over a player that passed up an open three. And if I remember right, you said, we're not passing up open threes. You're taking that shot, because if you don't take it, in the next 10 seconds, we put ourselves in a position to turn the ball over.
It happens all the time. I show them on video, and I don't understand it. Like, I wish I had the green light some of these guys had in college. I do get almost more upset when they pass up an open one, because we've run the offense the way we wanted. It's open, catch and shoot three, shoot the ball.
The numbers, they work.
Well, he was a math teacher, you know, back in the day in Michigan, and when he talks about efficiency, it's just on a points per attempt, points per possession kind of basis. A math teacher and a high school coach in Romulus, Michigan, then an assistant, and then eventually head coach at the University of Buffalo, and now in his 5th season here in Tuscaloosa. And if you like to get up and down the floor and shoot and run and score, why wouldn't you want to come play in a system like this?
Yeah, who wouldn't want to play in a green light system? But Nate Oates is still on an upward trajectory as a coach. And, you know, how many coaches do you see in college basketball that 10 years ago, he was a high school coach at Romulus High School outside of Detroit. And he got his first job in college as an assistant to Bobby Hurley at Buffalo and got the job. Danny Hurley, the head coach at UConn, recommended Nate to his brother. And then when Bobby Hurley got the Arizona State job, he took over as head coach. And the rest is history. He is an outstanding coach here at Alabama, and he is just getting started of doing great things.
At Buffalo, he said the concepts are the same, but I ran more set plays there, far fewer here.
Mark Sears was guarding inside, got switched off on a big guy, and just fought like crazy to make it tough.
And then a strong drive and finish for Sam Walters, the freshman from the Villages, Florida.
I'm not lefty.
Connect, no. And Pringle down with it for Alabama. Tennessee in transition. Connect knocked away by Sears.
What a great play by Mark Sears. Stop and go move.
Walters fouled on a 3-point attempt by Connect. Line. He's been in double figures 6 times this year.
Be ready to rebound in that game against Florida. Florida's one of the best off.
Adu steps out. Now James. Connect not in the game after picking up his 3rd foul.
And
Nelson called for the block out.
Wow.
And that's number 4 on Grant Nelson.
So that's a tough one.
Maybe the right arm, I guess, early. Yeah.
A lot of places they just call that rebounding, but.
So Nelson to the bench, Pringle. Gaining no. Diabate the rebound, and he's fouled.
A really good job by Sam Walters to put pressure on that layup attempt by Jordan Gainey. Didn't make it easy, just made him try to finish over the top, and he couldn't do it.
Diabate.
There's the drive of the closeout.
Off balance, Walters, no. Offensive rebound. Diabate to Sears.
Well, look at the pressure by Ziegler on Sears.
One of the better defenders in the country. I don't know how Sears knew Pringle was there, but he did. Give him another assist.
15 feet. What a terrible pass.
Good anticipation by Pringle, who's having a productive night, making a lot of plays for Alabama. Productive night, making a lot of plays for Alabama.
You don't see those kind of mistakes very often. Good fake.
Griffin to Estrada. Pringle keeps it alive. Alabama gets it back. Stevenson fouled by Adu. Number 3 on Jonas Adu.
Tentative, not quite 100%. He's 100% now. That was a foul by Meshack. He's only got 4 team fouls.
I mean, they're Estrada for 3. Pringle underneath. Another offensive rebound, and he's going back to the line. He has given them some excellent minutes here tonight.
He's really worked. Just got that inside position on Adu, just fought him. And then Vescovi reaches in to keep him from getting the easy stick back. And Nate Oates loving the effort from Nick Pringle.
Mentioned a few weeks later with 2-game suspension. Apparently everything has been great since he has come back. And you can see how important he is, especially with Nelson having fouled out of the game. Sears takes a bump and will shoot a couple.
You know, Rick Barnes earlier today in practice was saying that, you know, he's got 2 program guys in Santiago.
Those guys will walk around and say, okay, next group in right now. They
have to stay down on fakes.
Ziegler got a screen, missed a 3. And Griffin corrals it for the Crimson Tide. Sears. Pringle couldn't finish it, but he's fouled.
What an effort by Nick Pringle. I mean, Mark Sears took Cy Ziegler all the way to the basket, just couldn't finish it. And Nick Pringle did not give up on the play. Boy, that's a big-time rebound over the top of Tobe Awaka. I mean, Jemai Meshack has been a huge factor in this second half. Block and you give him one-on-one in the post, he's going to make it.
Griffin with a 3 in transition. Diabate hard to the deck. Appears to be okay. And here comes Connect again. The drive and the kick. Ziegler a deep 3. Pringle has it. Great shape. Will have a leg up on the other 2.
A good defense by Meshack.
Sears lays it in. And that'll do it. Tonight's player of the game brought to you by Voya. Zakai Ziegler had 18 points and 4 assists in this game.